Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. The Lord is faithful and He loves us and He is mindful of us. You know, when someone is mindful of you, He's constantly thinking about you. You're always in their mind. All of us have like loved ones, or, we all have loved ones. A niece somewhere, a nephew somewhere, a husband somewhere, a boyfriend somewhere, or a fiancé somewhere, or a mom somewhere, a parent, a grandma somewhere, or a best friend somewhere. Are you always in their mind, or are they always in your mind constantly? I don't think so. Even when we love our loved ones so much, they're never constantly in our minds. But God has us in His mind constantly. Psalms 37, verse 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. He wants us to rest in Him, And why does it say wait? Because He is doing something. When someone is doing something, they tell you, wait for me, because they've gone to prepare something, so they're coming. I remember one time my friend Annalise shared when she's feeding her baby, Saraya, and she just went into the kitchen to make the milk. But Saraya was screaming so hard, like, why have you forsaken me? Why have you left me here? And no, I did not leave you. I went into the kitchen to actually bring you warm milk. But we don't see that, So God is telling us to rest patiently and wait for Him, so that He goes into the kitchen and brings us that warm milk, because we need it or we are hungry. And this week I was just reminded, there's so many testimonies I'm waiting to get revealed. Sometimes I'm always fired up by persecutions. I know it's there's seasons where I'm fired up by persecutions or trials and tribulations, but there are seasons where I just want to hide, and I'm asking God, where are you in all this? You said you're good, but what is good about this situation? You're a good Father. I don't see anything good in this situation. So why would you let me pass through this? And then there are the moments you wake up and you're like, yes, God, I thank you because I'm at the front seat of this thing unfolding. When, the Israelites were told, stand still and see the salvation of God, like stand and see how I deliver you, because these Egyptians you see, you will see them no more. You have to be in that, you have to be awake, you have to be like, feeling that situation. And sometimes we want those situations to pass so quickly, because we want to the pain is too much to bear, so we want to go through, that season so fast. But how do we see God Himself reveal Himself? How do we see Him unfold? How will we see the red ocean, the Red Sea part? How will we see it parting as we, go through it? We have to be awake in those situations and rest patiently in Him. It doesn't mean rest and sleep and slumber and just wait to be hypnotized when we are on the other side. No, even when Jesus said, let's go over to the other side. Yes, let's go over to the other side and see as we go to the other side. He knew they had to see how we go to the other side, because you don't just sleep and go to the other side. There's a journey, there's seasons of passing through that you need to be awake for, so that when you reach the other side, you say, oh yeah, we saw the mountains, we saw some buses, we saw some animals, wherever country you are from, so you have to testify at the end of what you've seen. So when Jesus said, when we are told wait patiently for the Lord, it doesn't mean hypnotize yourself and wake up when all these bad things have happened and now you're in freedom. Because how will you testify? How will you testify of the days when your pillow was so wet with tears? I was talking to a friend yesterday and she said, Nelly, I just want to call you and see. Let's just talk, And she said, yesterday I woke up and I thought maybe there was a faucet or a tap that was a pipe that, opened on my pillows, because my pillows were just wet of tears. And we were just laughing about it. And I just thank God how He brings joy in such situations, because my friend is going through the fire. She is like in the deep hot soup, the hottest soup. you've ever been to. Like it's bad. It is really bad with the physical eye. But I was laughing and I was telling her, I am so excited about your story. I am so excited and I'm so thankful that I'm at the front seat as we see God unveil. And you know, there are tidbits of how God answers prayers, and he answers them how he sees his glory is going to be, glorified. It's not about how we want. We gave each other an example of how there might be a big pothole somewhere, and I think this analogy has been used several times. Like there were so many rocks along the way, and then Jesus, God took some of them away because he took most of them away so that we as his children do not get hit, do not fall or stumble. And then there's this one small rock that remained that, you hit your big toe on it, just a little, and your nail got, scarred a bit and bleeding a bit. And then we start complaining about, how that rock, almost ruined our lives, not knowing that, you could have actually perished. There was some things that were much bigger than this small thing. But in our lives, we think it was the biggest thing, it was the biggest, trial that happened. But God actually answered the prayer of protection by actually delivering you from something more bigger. So I was encouraging my friend that even as we wait for God to deliver and answer her completely, he has already answered. And after 2 days, she thought about it, and she said, after praying about it, even though I don't like this answer, and I know he will give me the completed answer later, I accept this first answer because he is still at work. He is our healer. He's our healer, he's our restorer. He will give us back our glow. The years that the devil had stolen back, the years that were eaten by the locusts, the Lord will restore it. He will wash you with his blood. He will cover your shame. If you are not enough, he will cover you with this glow that you will know that you are enough. You're a co-heir with Christ. He will purify you no matter how sinful you think you are. You're still loved by him. And what you've never been able to do, you're going to do them because he said we will do exploits. We'll do greater things, because when the Spirit of the Lord comes upon us, we are able to do so much more. We are able to do, as he does immeasurably more in our lives, we are going to do greater things for the kingdom as we walk with him. He will bind all the ties that have been holding us. He will break all the shackles and set us free. He's given his life to us. He's given freely his life to us. And he will make everything new. All the ashes, he's going to give beauty for them. He's going to give all the dry bones back like armies. He's going to make us victorious because we are precious in his sight. And he says, let me show you how to love you. So be still, wait patiently for me because I'm doing something new that you're about to see. So he wants to show us how he loves us, how to live, and he wants to show us how to receive. How do we receive? We wait patiently for him and we rest. Just be held. I love this song. Just be held. Sometimes, I love babies when you just hold them. They have faith that you are holding them with all your strength. They have no care in the world that they're going to fall. But for us, we cannot just be held. We are thinking, do I need to do something? Do I need to take care of something? No, just be held. Wait patiently for the Lord because he wants to bless you and he is mindful for you. So whatever you're waiting for, God is working. Like Annalise was taking care of the milk in the kitchen. She left the baby and the baby thought she was forsaken. No, she wasn't forsaken. Annalise was mindful of Saraya and she went to the kitchen to bring the milk. So God is working for us behind the scenes, literally. But as he works behind the scenes, let us ask him for the Holy Spirit to open our eyes to be able to see the tidbits of the miracles that he's doing. Because as he prepares the big bottle of milk, he is showing us small blessings. There's a sound of the milk warming, and if we're really attentive, we will hear it. So yeah, be attentive to what God is doing as you wait patiently for his blessing. God bless you.